Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. We're now on the 5th of December 2026. In between episodes, we've played a total of one match, which was up against Manchester City, and we actually did okay. I say did okay. We drew, there were two penalties, and our equaliser did come in the 94th minute, but at least it was a point, and not 2 points. 2 points dropped? 3 points dropped. We gained a point. That's a match. On paper, if you said Manchester City away from home, you'd probably expect to lose it. So that's 1 point gained. That's what I'm trying to say. In today's episode, we are going to have a double match. We're going to start off with Watford, which is going to be a quick sort of highlighty match, so we'll jump into that in a second. And then the main event will be Real Madrid, the final Champions League group stage game, where we could still technically qualify for the knockout round. It's unlikely, but we could still do it. If we beat Real Madrid, we will qualify for the knockout rounds. Just to give you a quick update as well on the league table, we are currently 9th. We are just 1 point behind Chelsea and Swansea, who are in 6th and 7th place. We're on 21 points, along with Everton and Southampton. We are starting to pull away from the relegation zone. Not that we really should be looking down that end of the table, but I'm always still a little bit worried that we might get dragged into a relegation scrap. Anyway, let's jump into the Watford game and jump straight into the match with the starting 11s. Here we are then, St James's Park. We are sticking with the 4-3-2-1. Is that what it is? It's a 4-1-2-3 DM wide, apparently. We're sticking with that formation because so far we are undefeated with it. So that is what we are going with. I've also gone for a little bit of rotation. So in goal will be Adnan, a back four of Helinho, Big Dids, Munoz and Benjamin Henrichs. Lewis Cook will be that defence midfielder because he's literally the only one capable of playing there, with Guendouzi and Moaz Abcher in the centre of the pitch. Moaz Abcher, by the way, has a transfer arranged. He will be leaving the club in January, but I don't really want to risk getting an injury to Christ-Chole basically at this point in the season, particularly with Real Madrid just around the corner. Mateo Lopez-Bays and Thiago Almada will be the two wingers, and it is going to be Di Matteo as our striker, who is our current top goal scorer in the league. 5 minutes on the clock, and we've got ourselves the first highlight, but the ball is stolen away by Watford. Alvarado with it on the left-hand side has to go all the way back to Wood, who can lump it upfield. Ortega heads down. Barnett. Now Ortega again. Back to Maya. Over the top, Alvarado collects it. Going down the left-hand side. Is he going to cross it in? He crosses it to the back post. It's a goal, isn't it? That's in. That's a goal. We're going to see some goal line technology. We're not. How is that not a goal? 24 minutes now on the clock. Big Dids and Adnan passing between the pair of them. Munoz back to Adnan as well. Big Dids again. What are we doing? What is this highlight? Munoz has the ball. Now Cook. Now we can potentially break forward. Abcher plays it on the left-hand side. Finds Thiago Almada, who's going to cut inside. Keeps going. Does the youngster... I say youngster? He's not a youngster. He's probably about 27. He scored a great goal, though. His second of the season. Moaz Abcher gets the assist. 25 minutes on the clock. We are 1-0 up against Watford. Almada's 25. Could he technically still be a youngster? He's a lot younger than me, so I'm going with that. Yeah, he's still a youngster. Free kick on the right-hand side. I'm not sure who's going to be taking it. It is the youngster. Thiago Almada crosses in. Big Dids is there at the back post. He's hit the bar. Di Matteo gets it back to Almada. Munoz this time goes for goal, and his effort is over the bar. 10 minutes left to play of the first half. Barreal tries to cross it in. Helinho collects it, though. Is he going to get it clear? No, he doesn't. Guendouzi, now Almada. Lumps it upfield over the last man to absolutely nobody. Collins all the way back to Dalberg in the Watford goal. Now it is Nathan Wood. Back to Collins again. Both of us seem to be passing it around. Barreal. I'm pretty sure I said his name was Barrett earlier, didn't I? Maya collects it. Little back flick. Quina. Now Barreal once again. Number 6 cuts inside. Keeps going across. Has to go backwards to the centre-back Nathan Wood. Now Alvarado on the left. He gets round his man as well. Benjamin Henrichs crosses in. No, he doesn't. He goes for goal himself, the greedy bugger, and hits it wide. Still not quite at half-time. We've got a free kick. Henrichs collects the ball. Moaz Abcher plays it back to Lewis Cook, who's picked up a yellow card as my chair makes a clunking sound. Lopez-Bays on the halfway line. Back to Cook again. Guendouzi with his tiny, tiny haircut. Abcher down to Almada, who can head the ball back to Helinho. Almada gets it back. Is he going to cross it in? Is he going to cross it in? Doesn't. Leaves it for Helinho instead, who does cross it in. Moaz Abcher is there. And why have I sold him? Why have I sold Moaz Abcher? He's the best goal scorer in football. Half-time then, we are 2-0 up. I would say we're not looking particularly good, but we've definitely taken our chances when they've come our way. 52 minutes on the clock in the second half then. Munoz forward to the goalscorer Abcher, who can play it across to Thiago Almada, the other goalscorer. Both of those two actually played really well. Helinho now down the left-hand side. He's got a couple of options. Lopez-Bays is one of them. Abcher collects it forward to Lopez-Bays. Lopez-Bays places it in the back of the net, but I think he was probably offside. And with that, that is Lopez Bays coming off. We're going to do... What are we going to do? Monasterio. Nicky Monasterio on as a right winger. Corner for Almada, 65 minutes on the clock. Header clear from Meyer. Munoz collects it though. Almada wants it back. He's not going to get it. Yes, he does get it. Now Cook, Almada, just outside the area. Is he going to get his second goal of the game? He does get his second goal of the game. And this gegenpress formation seems to work wonderfully. I don't know what that celebration was. It didn't look physically possible. 21 minutes left of normal time to play. Munoz with the ball inside his penalty area. Moez Abcher across to Lewis Cook, the former Bournemouth and Manchester United man and England man. I think he might have just scored his first England goal. Thiago Almada, who's now on a hat-trick, remember, keeps going. Is he going to get himself a hat-trick? He's been tackled. Abcher across to Monasterio, back to Lewis Cook. Helinho's going to have some space on the left-hand side. Plays it across instead. I thought he was going to cross it. Now he's got the chance, though. Miss touch, but still manages to cross it in. Monasterio is there. His header is over the bar. Let's do another substitution. It is going to be Di Matteo coming off. Fite Up will be coming on. Corner for Almada to take. 12 minutes of normal time to play now. Munoz gets it. Almada once again, the corner taker. 2 goals to his name. Is he going to get a goal here? I can't see how he's going to. But for some reason, I just love him to be able to do it. He's not managed it, though. Quina can run the ball clear down that left-hand side for Watford into the penalty area. Gets past his tackle, goes for goal, hits the post, question mark. Adnam has the ball in his hands. Well, it was the Thiago Almada show then at St James's Park. 2 goals for Almada. Moaz Abcher also getting on the score sheet. Helinho, Cook and Abcher all picking up assists. We only had 4 shots on target and scored 3 goals. I don't mind. I'll take it. Just like to point out, since we've changed formation, we have scored 3 goals against Norwich, Celtic, 2 against Palace, 3 against Watford. We scored goals for fun with this formation. Why did I not change to this before? And we've also moved up to 6th place in the table. Right, we're going to go forward now to the Real Madrid game, where it is going to be a proper, more in-depth match, possibly. We have made the trip then to Madrid, Spain, to play Real Madrid in our final Champions League group stage game. We have the chance, if we beat Real Madrid, to finish 2nd place in the group. If we manage to get a point against Real Madrid, it will make no difference whatsoever. If we lose and Celtic somehow beat PSG, I think we'll still finish in 3rd place. So, I think we've guaranteed at least knockout football being in the Europa League. Hopefully. I'm not 100% sure, but we are on such good form at the moment. I'm fairly confident that we can beat Real Madrid. You heard it here first. The starting lineup then will be Adnam in goal as ever. Johnny Santos, Zelaya, Big Dids and Marlon Charles will be the back 4, so Helinho has dropped to the bench. Zelaya has also come in for Munoz, who is technically fit, but he's not fully fit, so I don't really want to risk him. Lewis Cook will keep his place as that deep-lying playmaker. In the middle of the pitch will be Matthias Jakobsen and Christ Cheule, so it's all change in the middle of the pitch. I'm wondering whether we do this. I'm wondering, is that a good... We're doing that. Because Guendouzi didn't have a bad game against Watford. I nearly forgot who we just played. Nearly said Norwich. Against Watford. He didn't have a bad game. Obviously, he was playing in the box-to-box midfield role, which is probably better for Christ Cheule unless... Can you play as a Carolero? What does a Carolero need? Looking at your stats, you can't tackle. Mentally, no, you can't be... You're not a Carolero. Right, we're swapping you 2 back. We're going that way round. The 2 wingers will stay the same as Mateo Lopez Bays and Thiago Almada, and it's going to be Di Matteo as the striker once again. On the bench, we do have Wang, Munoz, Jakobsen, Fite Up, Helinho, Henriks, and Nicky Monasterio. So Real Madrid are good. We know this. We know that Real Madrid are good at football. They are not as Wolverhampton Wanderers-y as they were last time. They're all on the bench by the looks of it. They've also signed Digne, who obviously we had at Everton at the start of the save. They've still got a couple of good players, haven't they? Kai Havertz is... We've looked at him before. He's good. He's definitely good at football. He's scored no goals in the Champions League this season. That's a silver lining. Luka Jovic has only played or started once in the Champions League, scoring 1 goal, playing as that winger on that left-hand side. And Dejan Kulusevski, sure, is filth. He's absolutely filth. Why have I never heard of this man? He's absolutely ridiculous. If we can nick an early goal, I might shut up shop. We are away from home, so it is obviously not going to be the easiest of fixtures against a very, very good Real Madrid team. But if we can nick an early goal, potentially from a counter-attack, please. Bello crosses in, Havertz is there. Adnam holds onto the ball. Are we going to see a highlight from the goalkeeper? Adonam has it in his hands. If we can get something from this highlight, this would be perfect. Lopez Bays back to Johnny Santos. Over the top of Bello. Doesn't manage it though. Pandolfo back to Bello. Pandolfo gets the ball back. That's a good name. I like Pandolfo. Is he real? I don't know. Newen, Ruben, now Munoz, forward, finds this man. I'm never going to be able to say his name quickly. On the right-hand side, lots and lots of space for Sanchez into the area, crosses in, back post is Jovic. His headed effort is over the bar. It is still 0-0 so far. Throw for Marlon Charles. Chole collects it just about. I'm not sure how he managed to get it, but his pass was absolutely piss poor. Jovic with the ball deep in his own half is the striker turned winger, apparently. Munoz back to Newen. Newen forward to Taylor. Now Munoz once again. Newen, they're passing it. They're passing it around, making everything look fancy. Bello down that left-hand side. He's got some company in front of him. I think it's Mateo Lopez Bays. Gets the ball back with loads of space now. Keeps going into the area. Back post is Dejan Kulusevski. Maybe. I think I might have nailed that actually first time. It is 1-0 to Real Madrid. We're finishing third in the group, lads. Throw for Johnny Santos. We are just 6 minutes in. Mateo Lopez Bays in the area gets tackled by Bello. And now Kulusevski, almost got it right that time as well. Kulusevski? Kulusevski. Yeah, it is Kulusevski. He's ran down that left-hand side all the time. I'm trying to pronounce his bloody name. We've cleared the ball. Bello gets it back. Can somebody just go through the back of Bello? He's doing everything. Sanchez. It's Kulusevski again. We're 2-0 down. 6.5 minutes. I'm starting to think we're not good enough for the Champions League. Just putting it out there. I'm thinking we're not good enough. We lost 5-0 against PSG. We are on course to getting absolutely battered by Real Madrid as well. We lost 5-0. No, we didn't lose 5. We lost 5-0 to Manchester United. Lopez Bays has gone for goal from a header. Hits it wide of the post. I can't even remember. How badly did we do against PSG? Sanchez with a corner. 24 minutes on the clock. Jovic is there. His header is over the bar. It's almost 3-0 to Real Madrid. Sanchez with another corner, this time from the other side. Havertz is there. Dinks the top of the bar. And once again, it is over. Gonna say get creative. I don't know whether it's going to help. People are inspired, which is always good. Half time then, we are 2-0 down, and it has been two players. Kulusevski, who has scored both of the goals, but also, what's his name? Where is he? George Bello. George Bello is just being ridiculous. Also, he's pretty decent. He's expensive. I was going to say I might try and sign him, but he's too expensive. Going to give him an assertive, show me something else. I'm not going to say I was disappointed. I just want something else, something different. Do we revert back to the stupid 5 at the back formation? Maybe we should have tried that. I don't know. We are 10 minutes into the second half, and so far, luckily, nothing has happened. And now 60 minutes in, Chole is coming off because he's having a shocker. Going to rearrange everybody. Benjamin Henriks. Henriks is a deep line playmaker. I mean, he can play literally anywhere, so it might work, you know. We're going to go for that. We're also going to do Lopez Bays off for Nicky Monasterio again. He's not a right winger, but we're just going to have to try it out. Big Dids is on a 6.5 as well. To give him a show some passion, with 71 minutes now on the clock. PSG have taken the lead against Celtic. That's good news for us. Jovic back to Sanchez. Tries to cross it in. He eventually does cross it in. Under's there at the back post. Doesn't manage to get it. Nicky Monasterio heads down, but only as far as Kai Havertz. Under's been tripped. Absolutely ridiculous. Johnny Santos gives away penalties for fun. Come on, Adonam. Stop him from getting his hat-trick. He's got himself a hat-trick. Kulusevski has scored himself a hat-trick. His 10th goal of the season. 3 of them in this match. I said earlier, and I'll say it again, don't think we're good enough for the Champions League somehow. We're getting absolutely battered. Absolutely battered by Real Madrid. 3 minutes of injury time then. It looks like it is going to end 3-0. It does end 3-0. It is not a good performance. I say that. It wasn't a bad performance, but Real Madrid were just 1,000 times better than us. Looking at their numbers, Courtois got a 7.0, Sanchez with an 8.2, Bello with an 8.6, Pandolfo with an 8.5, and obviously the hat-trick hero, Dejan Kulusevski, with a 9.4. We got battered, which is probably expected. Assertively, I'm far from pleased. I'm not going to praise them, even though I kind of want to, because some people got a 6.9. Like a 6.9 for Marlon Charles isn't bad. A 6.9 for Di Matteo, 6.8 as well for Almada. Not the end of the world, but we still lost 3-0. So that is confirmation that we've been knocked out of the Champions League. I don't know whether we actually go through into the Europa League. I don't know whether that is actually a thing that happens. Is it every team that finishes in third place, or is it just the best ones from finishing in third place? Because if it's the best ones, we're not there. Roma have got more points than us. So have PSV. So have Ajax. I think so have Monaco, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we've only got 6 points. I'm hoping everyone who finishes third goes into the Europa League. I don't know when we will be able to find this out. Can we go stages? No, not stages. Rules. There we go. We go rules. First knockout round. And then who joins at this point? Who joins? Do we know? Is it us? Do we join? Well, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, what we're going to do next episode. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Okay, we do join there. It's confirmation. We do join there. Right, next episode then. We are going to try and get a little bit of distance between where we currently are and where we're going to go. Maybe we go West Ham. Maybe. Or Arsenal. We're going to go somewhere in January, I think. Because there's obviously going to be some transfers joining in January. Players will be obviously leaving as well in January. Mo Zabcha, the main one, for about £8 million. I think he's off to Austria, if I'm not mistaken, which is a lot of money for an Austrian side. But yeah, we're going to come back somewhere in January. We might carry on doing these 2 matches an episode, because I'm thinking it's a little bit more interesting. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave that like. If you want to see more, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.